Okay, guys, please listen very carefully to this audio that's attached. Again, this is Angela Morehouse. This time she's lying in front of Judge Lucas. Judge Lucas is the presiding judge over the custody case after Judge Wellington. Okay, she's lying to this judge like she's lied in every case. It's very important you understand. She calls the pedophile the stepdad. She's making it seem like the household that my children reside in is near perfect. Also attached at the end of this is the proof that my daughter was in harm's way. You clearly hear her say in this audio that it's another allegation that was made up. The arrest, my arrest for the assault and battery by Anissa Cooper, my arrest from start to finish is on the YouTube channel. Please look at that. Anything with the C on it involves her witnesses, Joanne Thomas and Anissa Cooper. My arrest is it's not tampered. It ain't start to finish. Please look at my arrest from start to finish. And also when the transcripts are added, you'll see for yourself what I'm telling you is the truth. A scorned woman can destroy you if you are not careful. That's why I've recorded everything I've done. And even right now, what I'm doing to protect my babies. Please continue to follow this. Please read the documents attached. Thank you. To the media or anyone who's following this story, all right? Please listen and watch and read Z24, Z25, the most recent uploads on the YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok. It all correlates to what I'm sending, what I'm filtering out next. At the end of the day, this is all coming out. The truth is coming, y'all. Just keep following, keep sharing. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. I will point out to the court that the proffers made by Mother's Counsel about these varying sets of facts and allegations are all recent. These are all within the past year and a half. So this was not a historic reference. This was timely and postdates the entry of the visitation order that is at issue here. Additionally, the protective order that Father just recently sought through this court system is actually heard originally by Judge Baird and finalized by Judge Marchek here in Prince William County last week. He not only filed that without seeking written leave of court, as he did correctly and appropriately through Ms. Barr in the most recent case, did not do that there, but then also subpoenaed the children and also insisted on their appearance, thereby requiring me to prepare the children to testify in a court proceeding. All of this is contrary to the current order of visitation, which prohibits Father from expressly filing motions, including protective orders, without leave of court. And so without seeking that leave of court, not only did he file it, but then he subpoenaed them, and then he forced them through this process of having to prepare for a testimony in a court. The entire reason that the provisions prohibiting Father from filing these were entered was to try and minimize the strife and the litigation and the impact that has on the children's life, which was wholesale violated as recently as a week ago by Father. The circuit court order, after a multi-day hearing in spring of this year, I'll hand a certified copy up to the court. Both parties' respective counsels today were present for that trial, and I'll point the court to provision number 12. It's on page 3. This is Judge Willett, after hearing all of the testimony, not just those of the transcripts that we presented, but also of all of the parties, made an express finding in paragraph number 12 that Father is refusing to follow the current order of visitation. hearing with the circuit court judge, making a finding that father won't follow the court order. After that, he then proceeds to file the protective order without leaving court and issue the subpoenas to the children. There is, and this continues the theme that has been the case even preceding Your Honor's appointment to this case, very little that we've been able to do as a judicial system to obtain father's cooperation in following the court orders. The rulings do not appear to make an impact on him to allow him to understand the importance of following the terms and the provisions of the order. I note also about this, what I repeated there in the circuit court, the parties have heard me say this, I'll repeat to the court, these children love their father. They love him. And no part of mother's sole legal and physical custody that she has had now for almost 3 years from the 2019 custody order through the appeal, she's not utilized that to poison the children against father. They had over 6 months that they had no contact with him because he was incarcerated. She did not utilize that time to negatively comment to the children about father. They still love him. And I am, as the guardian ad litem, required not just to do and make recommendations that I objectively find to be in the children's best interest, but also take into account the factor which is the children's best preference. And they do express a preference to be with him, to have contact with him. I'm cognizant of that, and it is important to me that I convey that to the court. And that is one of the reasons that I had not taken the position that he should have absolutely no contact with them ever. We had to put a break on it in prior proceedings of the court because of the escalation of father's behavior. But we resumed that with this 2020 visitation order. And it's despite this 2020 visitation order that he has still taken the actions that he has taken. Additionally to everything you've heard before, I will also reiterate what you already heard at the prior hearing about a month ago, which is that father has also been convicted of assault and battery on an individual subsequent to this 2020 order, and sat here in this courtroom and did everything he could to not say that he's in fact been convicted of that, and to continue to try and phrase it in ways that minimizes his culpability in that particular incident. I would suggest to the court that professional supervised visitation is the only remedy that we are left with at this point in time, because I am constrained from recommending against a full termination of visitation simply because the children do love their father, and I do want to maintain that, but I cannot have them continue to be subjected to the harm that he is doing to their emotional well-being with their relationship with their mother and their stepfather, their interactions with the legal system, their interactions when he brings them to the police station, the interactions when he brings them and makes these claims and asserts these statements that he does. I've recently had very good success with Mavis McHenry. She's with Transitions. They're located a little bit north. I think they're in the Arlington, Alexandria area. I know that's a little bit of a distance for the parties, but I've had a very good experience with that. If the court has any other provider that it wants or to direct the parties to coordinate that, I'd be happy to assist counsel in trying to find a professional supervisor, but I think that that's necessary. And the comment that I would make to father's counsel asserting to you that it was only this time that he brought the children to the house in February because it was cold outside, that also coincides with the same day that he brought the children to the hospital alleging a physical emergency that Rain had. It's every time he has them in those environments, something else is alleged, something else occurs. And that's where I'm at with my recommendations.
Okay. Governor, may I respond to 2 points that father's counsel had raised?
I'm at the ER with Rain right now. She's got injury to her leg. It's painful to touch. And I'm here at the ER now, Junior Manassas Hospital. Tried to reach out to the mom via email and via text. No response yet.
Did you get anything at home for pain?
No.
Not yet? Okay.
No.
Alrighty. We'll give her something here. We'll get an x-ray and just make sure it's not broken.
Okay, yeah, that's it, because her mom said it was a shin,
Okay.
so she's been favoring it all
Okay.
day. And, yeah, so I don't know all I know is she's in pain and it hurts to touch.
Okay.
So that's why I brought you.
Alrighty. That's fine. Otherwise, she's having no medical problems.
No, other than that, that's
Okay.
it. That's
okay.
it.
Alrighty. Just sit tight. They'll come and get her for the x-ray. We'll go from there.
Got
Okay?
it. Okay.